Hello, welcome to maths class again. Like you all know, I am your teacher, Mr. Olujimi Gabriel. Last time we met, we talked about perimeter of rectangle. We talked about how we can use formula to calculate our perimeter, how we can take direct measurement. Then we talked about combining basic shape, how we can find the perimeter of combining basic shape. Now, today we'll be talking about, we continue from where we stop about perimeter. Now, today we'll be talking about square, the perimeter of a square. Now, a square is a regular four-sided shape or figure. When we say regular, it means all the sides are equal. They have equal side. Now, look at this shape very well. We have a square of side AB, BC, and CD. Now, the length of AB equals to A. You can see the length of BC equals to A. The length of CD equals to A. The length of DA equals to A. All the sides are equal. Whenever you see a shape like this, it is called regular shape, because all the sides are equal. For instance, if here is 2, definitely all other sides will be what? 2. Now, look. The formula to calculate the perimeter of a square is given by, that is, you have to add all the sides together. And we have the side, this side is for AB, BC, CD, and DA. By the time we add everything together, we have 4A. That is, A plus A plus A plus A equals to 4A. And again, if you are asked to calculate for the length of one side, given the perimeter, then that means L equals to perimeter divided by 4. That is, once you are given the perimeter of a square, to get the length of one side, you divide the perimeter by 4. Now, look at example 1. Calculate the perimeter of a square of side 12.4 centimeter. Let's quickly draw the square. Now, this is a square. You may not label it, or you can label it. Now, the length of one side is 12.4. Since it's a square, the other side will also be 12.4. 12.4. Just like we have in the case when we have A all throughout. Now, this is the formula to calculate our perimeter. Now, what is the length? L represents length. Now, 4 multiplied by the value of one length, which is 12.4. And 12.4 will give us 9.6. I believe you know how to multiply. Now, 12.4 times 4. 4 times 4, 16. You take 1 here. 4 times 2, 8. Plus 1, 9. 4 times 1, 4. You put your dot. So you have 49.6 centimeter. Another example is a square. A square assembly. You can see that assembly is in the shape of a square. A square assembly area has a perimeter of 56, that is P equals to 56 meters. Find the length of one side of the assembly area. Now, look at. We have been given the perimeter. We are asked to work from perimeter back to length. From the previous example, we worked from length to perimeter. Now, we are now moving backward now. Now, look at. We said L equals to the perimeter all over 4. What's our perimeter? 56 divided by 4. Now, 4 in 5, 1. Put the 1 here. 4 in 16, 4. That means our answer equals to 4 meters. That is how to calculate the length of the side of a square when you are given the perimeter. Now, another shape we'll be talking about is the parallelogram. Now, this is a parallelogram. This side and this side, they are equal. This side and this side, they are also equal. That is the reason why you have A equals to C, B equals to D. Now, let's say this place is A, here is also A. If here is B, here will also be B. Now, taking our perimeter will be equals to, just like the case of rectangle, A plus B plus A plus B. Now, rearrange the like times. A plus A plus B plus B. Now, when you do the addition of like times, like these two, A plus A equals to 2A plus B equals to 2B. Now, look at what they have here. You wouldn't stop there because you will be asked to bring out the common factors. What is common? 2. A plus B. The only thing different here from that of rectangle is just the A. In the case of rectangle, L was used instead. Now, this is the perimeter, the formula to calculate the perimeter of parallelogram. Now, another thing is, you can also be asked to calculate from perimeter when one of the side. Now, look at, assuming you are given the perimeter and one side, you can calculate for the other side. Also, if you have to find B, you have to calculate from perimeter and subtract your A from it, where A and B are the length of the side of the parallelogram. Now, the perimeter, look at this example. The perimeter of a parallelogram is 56 centimeters, and one of each side is 16 centimeters long. Find the length of the other side. Now, look at it here. This is the solution here. One side is 16 and the perimeter is 56. Now, here I chose to use B and A outside here. Now, here I can also say A equals to perimeter divided by 2 minus B. If you take this 16 to be for B, you put it here. But here we took it to be A. Now, 56 divided by 2. 56 is for our perimeter, while A is the one side that was given. But here I can also say 56 all over 2 minus 16. Now, in both cases, you see have the same answer though. Now, 56 divided by 2, you have 28. Now, 28 minus 16 will be 12 centimeters. Now, this also is 28 minus 16, which is equals to 12 centimeter. Now, another figure we'll be talking about is the circle. We all know all those figures in our house that have the shape of a circle. Example, a football is in form of a circle. Now, how do we now get the perimeter of a circle? Now, look at the perimeter of a circle is called the circumference. That is the roundness. The roundness of that shape is called, of the circle is called the circumference. Now, you can look at this circle very well. There is a line that passes through the middle of the circle. We call it diameter. While there is one from the center of the circle that touches the circumference, we call it radius. We call it radius. Now, the formula to calculate the circumference, in other words, perimeter of a circle, is given by this, where C is the circumference, where this sign pi is called pi, and R stands for radius. Stands for radius. Now, this formula is what will be used to calculate the circumference of a perimeter. Now, if you are asked to calculate the perimeter of a circle, just know that we are talking about circumference. Now, like I've explained earlier, the diameter is the line that passes through the middle of a circle and is given by, that is, the diameter is equals to twice the radius. And look at C equals to pi multiplied by D, where D is the diameter, like I've said. Now, if you don't want to work with diameter, you can work with 2 pi r. 2r have replaced the diameter, because we say diameter equals to 2r from here. By the time you substitute for diameter, you have 2 pi r. Now, where pi, this is the value for pi, is either 3.14 or 22 over 7. Now, look at this example. Now, find the circumference of each circle, both in terms of pi and to the nearest hundredth. Use 3.14 for pi. Now, the first one is this. We are working with radius. This is the first circle. We are to use radius. That means whenever you are given radius, let's say r equals to 4 meter. R equals to 4 meter. That means you use C equals to 2 pi r. That is, what is about 2? You put 2 pi times 4. That is your radius, equals to 8 pi. By the time you put the value of pi there, look at it here. That is 8 times 3.14. You have 25.12. You can see. But whenever you are given diameter, now this one is in feet, it's still the same thing. You use C equals to pi d. Unlike this one, when we were giving radius, we use 2 pi r. But when d is what was given, you use C equals to pi d, which is equals to 3.14 times, what is our d? 3.4. Your answer is 10.68. You can see that is how to solve something of such. Everything is very simple. If you follow the simple procedure, you will arrive at the correct answer. Now, here is one assignment for you to quickly play with. You have to calculate the perimeter of a rectangle whose dimensions is 40 mm by 22 mm. A square of side 22 meter. Find the perimeter. Now, calculate the circumference of a circle of radius 3.5 centimeter. Take the value of pi to be 3.14. As I leave you with this, thank you and stay blessed. Thank you for your audience.